You know, we find ourselves captivated by different things. We find ourselves captivated by different things that are manifesting themselves in our life. Different things that we are discovering. You know, I know that some people believe that truth is relative. I know that some people believe that truth is dependent on cultures. It's dependent on how you feel. It's dependent on your understanding. It's dependent on what you see. And I tell you right now, that is not real. That is not accurate, because there are absolutes. And you might say, well, you know, there are no absolutes. Moral absolutes don't exist. I'll tell you right now, the fact that you said there is no absolutes is saying an absolute. And you saying there's no absolute, you are stating, you are making an absolute statement. You see what I'm getting at? There is truth all around us, truth that we need to see, truth that needs to be manifested in our lives. You need to read the Bible more. You need to talk to Jesus more. You need to find a pastor. You need to find a church. You need to engage in others. You need to engage in the people around you. And you know, like I know that we're in a place of social distancing as it's being defined as, but that doesn't mean that we have to be completely separate. In fact, I heard it said this way, you know, we need to practice physical distancing. That doesn't mean that we have to practice social distancing. I know it might sound weird that when you see somebody and they're 10 feet away to carry on a conversation with them, but you can do it. You can do it. You can make phone calls. You can send letters. You can private message people. You can just post something on their social media feed to just give them a dose of encouragement. You see, truth is, you got to do something. Now in 1 Corinthians 13:6, it talks about that, you know, that like we rejoice in the truth. We have hope in the truth. But that we don't love what is evil. We don't love what is unjust. And I tell you right now, there are some things that are unjust in some ways that are winning out in our society. That are winning in the world right now, because people are acting ugly. I tell you, when things get messed up like this, when things begin to unfold like this, the ugly that exists within people come out. And I tell you right now, there's some ugly that exists within me that is spilled out. Thank God for a wife and a family and for peers that are forgiving, that are compassionate, that are kind. But like, where are you at? Where are you at? Like, I was reading an article just the other day that some people actually left an elderly home where the elderly had died, and then other elderly that were still alive were trying to fend for themselves to survive. That's jacked up. That is not okay. As the Bible says, we don't rejoice. We're not in love with injustice. We're not okay with evil. We're not okay with that stuff happening. But man, the truth, man, it wins out. The truth is amazing. The truth brings us to places of such beautiful and amazing and life transformational love. Like, I love the truth. I'm hopeful in the truth. I rejoice in it. I find joy in it. And there's not a lot right now. There's not a lot right now. There's not a lot right now that we believe, some of us believe, will bring us joy. But I tell you right now, you find the truth, you find the truth, you find the truth, and it'll set you free. You find the truth of Jesus. He is drawing you to himself. You find the truth of God. You find the truth of hope. You find the truth of treating others with dignity. You find the truth of sacrifice. You find the truth of giving of yourself and looking at the injustice in the world, that people are hoarding toilet paper. You want to know an act of love, as silly and foolish as this sounds? Like, people in my church were willing to give of their toilet paper for someone who had need. I mean, we're living in that society. You want to define your love? What are you willing to give up for someone who has need? You're willing to give up something for someone who has need. Man, you should be messed up, just unnerved, frustrated, just like overwhelmed by injustice that may exist around you. You got to do something about it. I know that we're practicing what is called social distancing now. I heard it said this way just the other day, and I love it. We are practicing physical distancing, not social distancing. I know that it kind of seems weird that if you see someone to carry on a conversation from 6, 8, 10 feet away, but you can. You can send emails, you can send letters, you can send a private message, you can post on someone's Facebook wall, you can post on someone's Instagram story, whatever, you can do things that are engaging other people in some ways. And you can look at injustice in the face and you can say, no, I am not going to delight in that. I'm not going to be encouraged by that. I'm not going to be okay with that. And I'm going to call people out for that. Don't do it in a public forum. Like, don't fight on Facebook, man. Don't air your dirty laundry. You know what I mean, though. Like, I'm going to fight injustice and I'm going to come with compassion. I'm going to come with love. I'm going to rejoice in the truth because the truth is beautiful and it's going to set people free and it's going to change things. Man, you better find you some truth today. You better find you some truth today because we are living in a world full of false things and it is messing us up. Man, the truth, that's what we need. You need the truth. I need the truth every single day. When you discover that truth, when you realize that truth, when you experience that truth, when that truth is discovered, it brings joy. It brings such incredible joy. It brings peace. It brings hope. It brings love in such amazing ways. Man, be on a search. Be on a search. Be on a pursuit. Go after it. Go hard today. Go hard today. Go hard today. Because injustice is not okay. And it's manifesting itself in people's actions because of their fear. You see, situations like this cause people to reveal more of their hearts. It causes them to reveal more of themselves. And some of the more of themselves that are coming out it's really kind of ugly. It's really kind of ugly. So what are you going to do? How are you going to handle it? How are you going to address it? How are you going to be affected by it? How are you going to be affected by it? Man, find the truth and love people. Love people. Love people. Love people. Love people. Love people. I love you guys. Jesus loves you more.